So what I love about science is the denial of absolute truth. So you make experiments, you find something out, and with this experiment you already have in your mind that there could be another experiment, there could be another maybe knowledge that could be gained, and there's no endpoint for this knowledge gain. So my lab and I are closely working with lots of other labs at Sanofi and try to develop new ways to produce medicine. And at the moment we are closely working with our colleagues at Synthorix in San Diego on these newly engineered proteins, the synthorins. So at this contact during my studying courses, when we had the chance to visit the Sanofi production site for insulins. And you know, working in the lab you always have this tiny scale where you think about centimeters more than about meters, as with the huge, impressive Sanofi facility. So you could think about it like if a child comes to a candy shop and it's really, flooded with all the input that it gets there, instead of only getting one candy at a time. Many medicines are produced in living cells, for example the insulins in bacteria or yeast. And the job of biochemists in my field is to make sure that there's a sufficient amount of the medicines and that they can be purified in sufficient amounts from the production processes. So with this disruptive technology of the Synthorix molecules, you really have to be inventive, because there's not so much known about the process, how it works, and you have to think about lots and lots of different things to try out. So that's really challenging. What I love about science is that I get the chance to really, try to get to understand things, how they work, what happens if I do one thing or the other thing, or if they combine them. So it's really nice and often satisfying to get the answers to these questions. And specifically at Sanofi, of course, it's not really scientific, but you need a really large area of expertise, so lots and lots of different colleagues that have to contribute, from early research to development, manufacturing, quality, regulatory. Only if these work closely together, they will succeed in getting a medicine to the patient. And that's something I'm really proud of being part of.